is advised.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Board Games Unlocked, and today I'm playing Warp's Edge, which is a game in the Solo Hero series. I believe the first one in that series was Proving Grounds, and now I am checking out Warp's Edge. So let's go ahead and get started with what I believe is a pretty fun opening. Unfortunately, it is me reading quite a bit, but if you're here for a story as well as the gameplay, then let's go ahead and check out the decisions I made that led me into this situation. This is also a pretty cool way for actual setup. So, you've been traveling alone in space for months. The last time you checked, which was 5 minutes ago, it had been almost a year, but despite how long you've been out here, space still seems strange to you. There's something about swimming in this endless darkness that always feels surreal. Things never quite normalize. Everything moves slightly offbeat, like reality was filmed at the wrong frame rate and your brain just can't comprehend it. Your name is Taylor Mind. You're a rookie pilot in the Force's Outer Rim Division, or at least you once were. Your fleet lost a battle against superior alien forces. You fled in this ship, abandoning the bloodshed behind you. It was not your proudest moment, and you spent the past year trying to come to terms with it, but after months and months in space, you're desperate to get home. You want to see your loved ones, or anyone for that matter, and the ship is running short on supplies. By your estimate, you can probably squeeze out another 2 weeks before the first pang of starvation hits you. Well, that's horrifying. Seated in the cockpit, you look out at the stars and space still swirls beyond the glass. There was a time when you saw charm in the endless glitter of the galaxy, but now it's a feeling of resentment. No one should ever be alone for this long. You don't have a lot of resources left, and you've been jumping through one warp gate after another, trying to find the right combination to get home. To be fair, you never did have a great memory for numbers and data. As your ship floats in the abyss, you yawn, wary of the endless space. You grab your coffee and take a few sips of the bitter brew. Staring blankly out the spacecraft window, you wrap your hands around the cup and pull your legs in toward you. Computer, can you put on some music or something? You mumble quietly. I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch that. Computer responds. You speak a little louder. Computer, play a random song. You pause. Please? And what song does the computer play? Well, let's go ahead and do... which one did I do? I did an old motivational song. Gotta Get Up by Harry Nilsson. You remember an old comedy that featured this song. You consumed a lot of multimedia content back home, especially comedies. Your mind takes you back to when you made your own content to share online. You never went anywhere without your Palm device attached to your hand. People could pick you out in a crowd with your hand balled in a fist, recording or streaming online. Most of your content was just pranks you pulled on your friends. The last one, on your sibling, got you in trouble with your parents because it killed her, but it also got you a few dozen reshares. You've never taken anything too seriously. In your suburban town, everyone knew you as the class clown. No one ever guessed you would become a pilot. You sure proved them wrong. So I remember the Palm device and turn to part 2. The cockpit is a simple steel platform for your chair and console. The ship is a small one with windows dotted around the craft, overlooking the concoction of celestial stuff outside. Behind the cockpit, there's a small room that acts as a kitchen. It's a single vending machine. Sleeping quarters, it's an uncomfortable standing bed built into the ship's frame. Entertainment center, it's a screen and headset with a collection of multimedia files. And fitness area, it's a set of dumbbells. There's a small bathroom, just large enough to fit one human body, squeezed into the space behind the entertainment center. Despite the cramped quarters, an apartment like this would be considered a luxury and fetch a high price in any Earth city. The vending machine has a flat white panel that serves as its interface. The initial prompt asks, "Do you know what you'd like to consume today?" If you press yes, you give the machine a verbal command and it spits out what you ordered, water, coffee, or food. If you press no, another prompt asks, "How are you feeling?" The options are sad, angry, happy, bored, and unsure. Based on what you answer, and how quickly, the machine creates a plant-based protein meal designed to satisfy your needs, though it rarely ever does. With the protein levels running low, you've discovered that the best way to conserve resources is to order the same thing every day, a small imitation tube steak. But it only makes you miss the thrill of finding new restaurants and trying new foods even more. You miss Earth food. Yeah, McDonald's is pretty good. The entertainment center screen is always on. When you're not using the real lit headset, you can watch stuff on the screen, like people used to with old movies. But with the headset, an immersive experience awaits with a series of choose-your-path narratives. Some days you'll spend hours in the real lit headset just to kill time. Your favorite narrative has always been the corporate office worker simulator. It's based on the life of an office worker in the 2010s. You wake up, go to work, then commute home to scroll through social media feeds on an old telecommunications device. You're currently level 68, senior marketing manager with severe and crippling depression. A 4-foot-tall cleaning bot on wheels wanders the spacecraft, tending to its needs. Though the bot doesn't have legs, it has arms and a screen for a face, which reacts to the ship's current levels of cleanliness. You try your best to keep the place neat so the bot doesn't get mad. It never speaks, but sometimes beeps cheerfully at you. You call him Steve. You feel like you have a connection with Steve, and you talk to him like a person, though you don't really know if he understands anything you say. Everything is powered by a small black hole in the engine room beneath your feet. You've seen it once before, while exploring the bowels of the ship. It floats above the floor, encased in some kind of transparent, bulletproof material. Everything near it is warped, curving around the edges of the black hole. You stared into the abyss, and nothing really stared back. You expected something a little more dramatic, but no elder gods have ever crept out of it. Ah ha ha ha! The black hole is quiet, still, and seemingly safe for now. To be honest, you're not entirely sure how the engine works, but it's kept you alive, which is all that matters. Your mind drifts off to the beat of the music. Boom, 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 boom. You tap your foot against the steel floor. You feel yourself mouthing the lyrics that you know, substituting la-las for the words that escape you. You jump up from your seat, and your quiet mumbling becomes off-key yelling. With the stars as your only audience, you recite the song at full volume and dance poorly to its pop melody. You do this every day, which is sad. Your dancing gently rattles the cockpit platform, and a photo falls off the console, revealing the letters MR engraved upon the metal. You abruptly stop singing and pick up the photo. It's the only thing you keep close to you. It reminds you of home. Who is in the photo? Well, it's of course me and my dog. The other options are fellow pilots and family, which fuck those. So dog. Your dog is your best friend. You got her when you were just a teenager. Now that you're nearing your mid-20s, your dog would be almost 8. It always brightened your day when she greeted you at the door, but you had to leave her behind to fight the Talos. Now you depend on Steve to cheer you up. Before we ever traveled to the stars, our scientists figured out how to create black holes. These DIY gravity sinks were cooked up in particle accelerators, but it soon discovered that they might be doing irrevocable damage to the planet, as escaped black holes were found at Earth's core. So we ventured into space to leave the destruction in someone else's backyard. That backyard just so happened to be in the star system that the Talos call home. The Talos, the name humans gave them, which is now used as an insult in their language, are small seahorse-like creatures that wear humanoid suits of mechanized bronze armor. During the day, they walk their streets and go to their offices in these suits of armor, but when they return home, they sleep in the small, dry pods with their beloved ones. They are peaceful and slightly more technologically advanced than us, but all that changed when the Fire Nation attacked, and when we began using the Telosian star system as a dumping ground for stellar junk. After repeated requests for humans to seize this pollution, the Talos finally declared war. Wow, what a surprise. We kept polluting and there were repercussions. You first heard about the Talos on television. You were in the living room with your dog when the news anchor announced that these aliens wanted to exploit our solar system for its resources and that we needed to fight back. You joined the force to protect humanity, only to find out later that everything you were fighting for was a lie. You were trained to look at one symbol which would be plastered on all Telosian ships, a bronze seahorse. Since then, that symbol has haunted your dreams, mostly out of guilt. You snap out of your daydream to the sound of sirens blaring. Computer is doing the closest thing to yelling calmly. Warning, enemy ships are close by. The glass in front of you flashes bolt red lettering. Action required! You fumble around the console trying to pull up your radar. You haven't seen another ship in months, so you weren't expecting any action. In all honesty, you're a little behind in your training and out of practice. As you tap away at the keys, you accidentally knock your coffee over, spilling it all over the console. You dab at the liquid with your shirt and some dirty, leftover napkins. Luckily, nothing is damaged, but you hear panicked beeps coming from behind you. It's Steve rolling back and forth on the platform with a scared face on his screen. "I've got this, Steve," you yell. "Calm down!" But it's too late. Steve is already in the cockpit, trying to vacuum up the coffee as it drips down the console. You nudge him lightly with your foot, but he doesn't move, and the red lights continue to flash. Computer must be loving this so much right now, you think to yourself, as the scene spirals into chaos. Ah! Finally, you manage to locate the enemy ships on the radar. There are only 2 of them, fortunately. They are clearly different from the human spacecraft due to the lack of windows. Alien pilots depend solely on their radar. They have onboard tech that rivals ours, but their ships are much larger. However, what they offer in size, they lack in speed. These pilots must not have spotted you yet, which is surprising since you're quite close. They probably aren't expecting to encounter a lone ship in the middle of nowhere. How do I react? I'm going to be cautious. I want to see what the enemy does first. I've never been good at taking the initiative. Which is right. It was, 3B. Okay. Let's be cautious. We should wait and see what they do first. You stumble over your words a little, but your fake confidence seemed to have fooled Computer. You slowly pull a lever next to you and sit back in your seat. Your heart is pumping out of your chest. You shiver in your chair a little, feeling the clothes stick to your shoulders with cold sweat. You peel yourself off the back of your seat when you hear the batteries powering up. What order do I give? Let's activate our ships and wait. Activate our shields and wait. You slow up and activate your shields. The ship's manufacturer, Titan, is famous for their flying tanks. This thing is built like a house made of lead. The thick, heavy hulls of Titan-class ships can sustain massive amounts of damage. In the hands of the right pilot, the ship could theoretically outlast an alien mothership. As you come to a halt, you hear the real-lit headset thud to the floor behind you. Ah, crap, you think to yourself. I'd better not have to start over as an intern in the simulator. You've learned to be cautious after all these months of solitude. You want to see what the enemy ships will do before you make your first move. As you wait, you notice that they are moving at a high rate of speed, much too fast to be a standard scout patrol. Suddenly, 2 more ships appear behind the first 2 that you spotted. Before you can maneuver out of the way, you curse at your own mistake. One of the ships crashes right into you, engulfing both spacecraft in a frenzied explosion. You and your ship are destroyed. Select a Titan-class starfighter, which I did. I got the Titan Model BC, which targets require an extra maneuver to evade. And it has 10 hull and 2 shields. You jolt awake. You're panting, feeling your lungs grasp at the oxygen. You feel like you're about to vomit. You ask Computer what just happened. You died. You can't tell if you're projecting hostility or if there is a hint of sarcasm in her voice. You scan your surroundings, the levers, the switches. Everything is in its place again. Even the photo that fell off the console is back where it was. The batteries are full. It's as if nothing had been touched. You wrap your arms around your shoulders, taking deep breaths to calm down. My programming implemented the Savior Protocol, Computer says in a nonchalant voice. You vaguely recall hearing about that back home. You didn't realize that human ships had this tech readily available. You learned this at the... I don't know who's saying this. You learned this at the Academy, no doubt, but let me refresh your memory. This is similar to jumping through warp gates, but we are jumping through time, although technically this is more of a loop. As you sit back in your chair, you feel a twinge in your cheek. You reach into your mouth, feeling around the jagged edges of your teeth. You find the source of the pain and wiggle out a loose tooth, your finger covered in specks with blood. The soreness dissipates, but in its place arises a feeling of anxiety. A voice in your head kicks in. Well, that doesn't seem right. You ask, how many loops do we have left? Computer chirps. Only 3 more. After that, we run the risk of being erased from time in a violent implosion. The ship will swallow itself into the engine. You inspect the tooth and notice little black dots in the enamel. The dots almost seem to warp the edges of the yellow-white surface around itself. I should probably brush more, you think to yourself. I see it has already begun. Every time the Savior Protocol is enacted, you will notice some changes. The black hole that powers the ship may cause side effects. You grab a mirror and feel the edges of your face to make sure everything is intact. Nothing is out of the ordinary. You hear a whir behind you and see to Steve meander in the cockpit. He extends a mechanical arm as if to ask whether you'd like to throw out your tooth. You look at him. Thanks, Steve, but I'm going to keep this as you eat it. The bot displays a confused face on his screen, shrugs his 2 metal limbs, and zooms out the door. Last time you asked me to play a song. Would you like me to do that again? Computer asked, pulling your focus from the face into the mirror. Annoyed, you realize that you'll be up against the enemy ships again soon. At least now you have some time to plan. And I'm going to think further ahead. You think back to games of chess with your mentor, Morgan Ramirez. She was an old family friend. Her family worked in government positions, and so did yours, holding some political power. When you first announced that you wanted to join the force as a pilot, your parents seemed both proud and worried. Though excited for you, they were well aware that you would be facing the alien threat. There would be extended periods when you would be unavailable, traveling in space, but they also trusted Ramirez to guide you and take you under her wing. Ramirez was strong, efficient, and unwavering. During your training, you spent a lot of time in the Academy library, seated around the chess table. You came here every other week with Commander Ramirez, to catch up and talk about your training. She saw your chess skills develop and improve over your time there. At first, you would get your king and queen cornered within a few moves, but you kept learning from her, studying how her strategy changed in reaction to your own moves. You took note of that, and soon you were the one announcing checkmate. She taught you how to see the bigger picture. You've decided on a plan of attack. It might be difficult, so you'll have to focus on your skills in order to stay alive, but you've spent enough time with this ship to know what you're most comfortable with. You tap a few keys on the console, and the window in front of you converts into a screen. Your eyes dart back and forth as you solidify how this will work. Computer chimes in. Any time now. Just inform me what you would like to focus on. Computer sounds irritated again. They've been this way for months, ever since you first boarded. Your mind wanders a bit, thinking about the other ships you could have chosen at the time. But you have formed a connection with this spacecraft, even if computer hates your guts. You take a moment to look at the screen, planning your approach. You've already died once, so now you know what to expect from the enemy ships. As cool as it was to warp through time, you don't want to do that again, or lose another tooth. You need to think of something unexpected to surprise them. After all, you're a ship going up against 4. And I'm going to focus on my defensive strategy, which is still here. You recall when Commander Ramirez caught you sneaking off the Academy grounds with a couple of other rookie pilots. The sun was out, shining through the trees, and your friends had a car on campus. You skipped out on your last class to show up at a music festival. You can still remember the wind in your hair as you drove away from the Academy. At the festival, you met people dressed in colorful masks and draped in long, flowing fabrics. You danced, feeling the music course through you. The sun set over bodies twisted to the sound of otherworldly instruments. It was one of your happiest moments. Ah, happiness. It's been a year since I've had it. When you got back that night, you were met by a disappointed Ramirez in the parking lot. She waved off the rest of the rookies but told you to stay behind. You expected an angry lecture. Instead, she drove you to a nearby town where she treated you to a drink at the bar. You were seated at a round table in a place that looked like it hadn't been renovated since the early 2010s. Sipping on a beer, the commander looked at you and said, "There will come a time when you have to make sacrifices and hard decisions. Remember not to underestimate your opponents. Always be on guard." Back then, you didn't understand her reasons for telling you this, but she knew a big battle was coming, one that would claim countless lives, and how, of course, that information was relevant to you sneaking off. You find yourself back in the present, in the cockpit of your ship. "Let's raise our shields and focus on evasive maneuvers," you announce. "We can tire them out while conserving our batteries for a final assault." And I chose a small black hole. It requires 2 maneuver to activate, but I prevent all damage this turn. Hell yeah! Almost done. "As you wish," computer says with a glimmer of a snicker. You tap away at the console to make the necessary adjustments to your plan. You power up the batteries, getting ready for your next move. All there is for you to do now is wait. You look around for some source of comfort. You miss the taste of junk food from back home. The packets of sodium and sugar would keep you fueled for the day, even when you were going through a rough patch. You can remember shoveling down potato chips and ice cream during stressful days in training, but right now you're looking for your good luck charm, not something to eat. You'll need all the luck you can get in your moments ahead. What is my good luck charm? It is my palm device! You pick up your palm device, looping 3 of your fingers through the individual rings of the tech. The camera folds over neatly on top of your hand, and the device powers on instantly. Its white welcome screen glowing in your palm. You almost always keep it fully charged. Until now, there hasn't been much for you to do on the ship. You decide not to put the contact lens in so that you can focus solely on the ship controls, but you have the camera ready to record the battle. Who knows? If you make it out alive and find your way back home again, maybe you can upload it for your peers to see. It would be fun to show off a little like you used to. The cold metal of the device reminds you of your youth when you antagonized your peers with endless jokes on camera. Everyone hated me. You had so much energy and no off button. God, this guy sounds like a tool. Your friends were gracious enough to go along with your pranks, but now they don't talk to you anymore, and they hope you're dead in space. Occasionally you made video diaries, but those never got as many reshares as your funnier content. There were times when you thought you would go into broadcasting, but Commander Ramirez changed your mind. On a whim, you attended one of her presentations at a college seminar. You were enthralled by the way she described her work, and you weren't the only one. All eyes were on her as she spoke. She was a natural leader, and you wanted to be just like her. Maybe you still can. You emerge from your reverie to find yourself back on the ship. You now feel confident that your training and everything your mentor taught you has led you to this moment, about to face off single-handedly against an alien fleet. I'm totally gonna die. You scramble over to the entertainment center and stow the real-lit headset in its case so that it won't break like last time. You sit back in your chair and strap on your safety harness. You hold steady, waiting for the enemy ships to approach. In the previous loop, the song that computer put on would be coming to an end right about now, and you would have just finished belting out the mishmash lyrics. No dancing this time. You sit with your hands cupping your face, elbows on the armrest. You can feel the anxiety bubbling up inside you, retching your insides. You shift your cup so that it won't spill again as the coffee you had before takes on a mind of its own in your stomach. Within a few seconds, computer snaps, "Warning, enemy ships are close by." The glass in front of you flashes bold red lettering, "Action required." The panicked beeps are back and you can hear Steve rolling back and forth, no doubt with the same scared face on the screen. "I know what I'm doing this time," you yell. "Chill out! You got jackals in the courtyard!" You quickly snap the necessary levers and switch into place. The red lettering fades away to reveal the incoming ships on your radar. You think through your simulation training and force yourself to be ready. This time, you notice the intricacies of the alien ships, the details, the colors, and it is a bronze seahorse. You recognize the Telosian symbol from the news back home in the training that you went through. Everyone in the Force knows it's a sign of danger, and it has tormented your dreams since the battle a year ago, when the Talos destroyed your fleet. Only this time, you're all alone. You think back on memories of your dog, an adorable black and white husky with piercing blue eyes, you always protected one another. You got her as a puppy, a present from Ramirez when you were younger. Your parents weren't all too happy about the added responsibility, but you convinced them that that you would take on the bulk of the work. You and your dog were almost inseparable. He even took her with you on a date once, or would have if your date had canceled at the last minute because you're an annoying fucker on the internet. Then one day you found out that your dog had progressed retinal atrophy, a condition that could lead to blindness. You were devastated. You took her to the vet several times, but progress was slow. By the time you left, her condition hadn't gotten any better. Now you can only hope that she will still be able to see you if you make it home. Well, that's fucking depressing. Jesus Christ. Now I hope I die. You switch back into gear, breathing deep, remaining calm. You take one last look at the photo of you and your dog, then say to yourself, with all the confidence and resolve you can muster, "Let's do this!" V1. Your hands are shaking, your heart pounding, your knees weak. Mom spaghetti. You fumble between the controls and the levers and the yoke, diving between the alien ships and catching them completely off guard. From where you sit, you look like a mess. Your body is awash in cold sweat. The thought crosses your mind that you wouldn't put it past computer to play around with the thermostat just to watch you suffer. But from any other point of view, you appear to be in total control, maneuvering the ship like a true veteran. With expert piloting, you quickly clear out the Telosian ships. The first two, red and purple mercenaries, you quickly shoot down. The other two, when you recognize as intruders, collide in mid-air thanks to your smooth maneuvers. The damage erupts across the silent universe, explosions rippling outwards through space. There wouldn't be explosions, but that's okay. You sit frozen in your seat for a moment, breathless. You can't believe you just took out 4 enemy ships. Suddenly, you double over and hurl into a wastebasket by your feet. Steve, who had been hiding in his charging station, scurries over to you slyly and tries to take the wastebasket from you to clean it. You raise a hand to decline. Computer chimes in. "It looks like you've destroyed the fleet single-handedly." Then after a pause, "I hope you're proud of yourself." You turn your head and bite back. "Listen, I'm not happy that I stole the ship either, but I saved both of us." You wipe your mouth and sit back into your chair. The game's over. Alright, that was it. That was Warp's Edge. At the academy, you failed your initial pilot training, but when you heard that Ramirez might be sent into battle, you snuck onto her ship to assist in the war effort, impersonating the commander so that she wouldn't put herself in danger. It was a noble move, but you had no idea what you were doing and even less experience. Everyone in your fleet was destroyed by the Talos all those months ago, except for you. You got lucky. Okay, so far this rookie guy, whatever his name is, I already forgot. Something stupid. Taylor Minda, is an online douchebag who constantly posts and harasses his friends, who didn't pay attention at all when becoming a pilot to fight for a shitty government who's going to dump stuff into an alien system. He snuck onto a military, ship, impersonating someone that then caused everyone to die. Well, that's pretty cool. This ship has saved your life more than once now. A smile breaks across your face and you laugh, surprised that you've made it this far and grateful that you won't have to lose another tooth to the Savior Protocol. Just as you start to celebrate, you feel a shadow creeping over the ship. You glance up to see an enormous spacecraft, dark purple with red lights. It's composed of a long central unit with several large satellites protruding from it and rotating slowly around it in a clockwise direction. Your heart skips several beats when you recognize it as the Array Mothership, a Telosian carrier so large that it could serve as its own civilization, independent of the Telosian home planet. You've only ever seen it in pictures, but you know that now. But you know that facing the Array is basically a death sentence. You hold your breath, hoping that it won't notice you, but it releases more ships in its wake, which head straight for you. A stream of ships leak into your periphery, ready to fight. You wipe the sweat from your brow and your eyes narrow. Okay, Taylor, time for the next round. Yep, so that is what I am going up against with the Array. And now we are ready to start. Ooh! Alright, well, sorry about reading literally all of that, but I thought that was kind of cool. So yeah, we have the Array, which during setup it has the Mothership marker, so basically you have to destroy these in order. It can attack and be attacked each turn. However, the only section that can attack and be attacked is the one that is in order. So let's go ahead and get started. Real quick, you might be wondering why there are now different ships after reading my glorious backstory about how I'm the biggest piece of shit protagonist we're supposed to be playing as. That's because I actually decided to incorporate the symbols from my backstory. I had some of a different race alien race in here, so I was just like, oh, okay, well, so now I have the Talos, which are from the Bronze, my backstory, and then also the Scout, or not the Scouts, the symbols from the Array. So, yeah, now, so I kind of just restarted everything, but I didn't want to read this entire book over again, so I'm not gonna. And let's see how we do. Alright, so now I have to... okay, what can I do? I wish I could just regularly evade these guys, but I cannot. So I can, however, prep for that. So I have 1 energy. Let's go ahead and spend the energy right off the bat. And what costs energy? I definitely am probably going to need more maneuvers just so I have that as an option. So yeah, so let's grab another maneuver. And I'm kind of thinking I'm going to hold on to that maneuver and then just kind of bank, there's a power, or there's a shot on that scout. I could just kill the scout. You know what? I might actually kill the scout immediately, which will get me a level 1 energy in there. And I like the idea. I mean, I'm going to take 2 hits, which will be my shield 3 because of the mother shield. And then, so I kind of like getting more energy off of this, but I'll get more energy if I evade the Stalker. So I can get a power energy if I evade the Fury. But I need 3 to do that, so I think I will put a damage on the Stalker for future reference. So that will be boom, boom. 2 of these will get removed, and then a new one. Oh, I need to draw new tokens. So there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Ooh, perfect, perfect. Yes, that's a really good setup actually. So. That was at the end of every turn, so now that's moving there, that's moving up, and now I can evade, which I'm going to. I'm going to evade the Fury, which will be 3 there, dive around that, it blows up, and I will gain 1 energy and 1 power into this. Oh, sorry, there's supposed to be 1 more enemy, so the silence is now there. And I am going to use my R, remove this token from the game, gain 4 tokens from the supply in any combination of value 1 energy, lasers, and maneuvers. Add these tokens to my pool. Oh. Well, I could just gain 4 level 1 energies and immediately just destroy the second or destroy the silence. That's not bad. And I have this level 2, so actually, let me spend the level 2 energy first. I'm definitely just going to buy a 2 there. Oh, wait, I'm not allowed to. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think there's 5. Yeah, so I will be able to go one more round. I have this 2 here. I can destroy the Stalker. You know what actually I'm going to do? I'm going to destroy the Stalker and get a level 1 energy. So just to get that out of the way. And then going to use my Rupture. And I think I will gain 2 level 1s. Actually, I'm going to gain level 1 energy, and 2 maneuvers. Because the reason I'm doing that is I'm going to hold on to the 1 maneuver. I'm going to spend the 2, or the one shot, 1 laser, to ignore all damage, and then spend the 1 to increase my shields by 2. Okay, so now that was that. Enemies with attack by prevent all damage this turn, and then now I draw 5 new, which I believe there was only 5 left. Maybe there was more. Oh, I thought I counted just 5, but we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, so that was that. This is moving on. Then we refill the aliens. Okay. 2, 3, 4. While this enemy is play, all tokens cost 1 extra energy to buy. You suck. 2. I could destroy it. I do have 1 energy to buy something, which I might buy a level 1 just to have one, because now I'm definitely thinking 1, 2. There are 2 in here. Okay. And how do I want to do this? There's 2. I don't know what's in there, though. I could get rid of that Marauder. I can get rid of everything here. And if I... Okay. If I can evade... I'm going to evade the silence. I don't think I'm going to destroy that, because that's just going to do 3 damage. I don't know if I can... I don't know if I can evade the middle of the Mothership. I don't see why I couldn't. But it says the Mothership can attack and be attacked every turn. However, only the section that is active for the turn can attack and be attacked. So, I mean, I don't know if Motherships... if you have to just deal straight up damage, like, to them. I would assume you would. Like, that would make... yeah, it just says... If you defeat a section of the Mothership, place a damage marker on that section to indicate that it is defeated. So, that's just kind of an action that you can do. But, unfortunately, it doesn't say anything I understand. Oh, well, okay, well. We shall see. Did I ever spend this energy? I don't know if I did. Oh, I spent that one. I have this one right here. That was deciding on what to spend it on. I could just hold on to it, and actually I will hold on to it. Just because I have a hold of 4, I can use it to replenish. So if I do this, I can bring that in, and I have 5. This is evaded. This I can just kill, just to have it, and then I can stun the rest, actually. So let's do that. Let's go right there to kill that, which will destroy that mercenary, which will give me a level 1 energy. Yay! And so those are discarded, and then we will do a 2 onto the shade. Oh, actually I couldn't even buy anything anyway because it costs with the shade, and then we'll put the 1 there. So that will be that. Then we go to enemy attacks. Boop, boop. I need to get rid of some things. We'll get rid of a maneuver and a level 1 shot. And then we have those. So these will come up here to show that they are now assigned. But unfortunately, I can only draw 3 from the bag. So if the bag is empty during the step and you still need to draw more tokens, the end of the warp occurs. So retrieve all tokens in play and put them back in the bag. Yeah, so basically everything now goes into the bag. Oh, that would have moved over there. Whoop, goes into the bag. I'm just going to go ahead and move that over so I don't forget. And then we have an upgrade step. So, oh, and then all the guys come back. Everything goes in there. All right, palm device. Choose 1 token from your pool and remove it from the game. Gain 1 token from the supply. Oh, that's pretty good. And dazzling flare. Evade 1 enemy but do not gain the evade reward. That's also pretty good. Both of these are good. The palm device requires one device. Oh, I actually had a 1 energy stored in the hold. That would have stayed. Ooh, gain 1 token from your, choose 1 token from your pool and remove it from the game. Gain 1 token from the supply. You just gain any 1 token. Just any of them. That sounds gross. But I also kind of like more defense. Let's go defense. That sounds really good, but I don't know if that's a real thing. If that's how I'm understanding it. But I kind of like the dazzling flare that lets me just... Oh, there's a really tough enemy that I can't evade because with the Titan it requires 1 extra maneuver anyway. So let's go ahead and let's just get rid of that one. All right. So boom. Then I will now draw 5 new tokens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, there's some evading. Let's see what I got here. So we got a Shade, a Stalker, a Fury, and a Marauder. Okay, well, let's see now. I can't... Well, I'm going to use this 1 to boost my shields up. I have a 2 that I can use to... You know what? Actually, what I might do... What I want, you got that high handle. I'm not getting any damage, so I'm actually going to spend this 2 to get a level 2. Oh, no, I can't actually. You ass. Actually, okay, I can. I'm going to spend 1 on my Dazzling Flare to evade 1 enemy, but do not gain the evade reward. Okay, we're going to evade the Shade. Now I can spend the 2 to gain a 2. Jeez. And then, let's go ahead and spend these 2 to get rid of the Fury, which gives me a level 1 and a 1 energy, which is basically just keeping my shields up. And then we will, okay, we will spend a 2 on the Marauder. Yeah, alright. On the Marauder. And so now with the Stalker, I'm going to take 1 point of damage, and we will get rid of one of those evades. That goes up there, that moves over. Oh, actually no, that would have taken 2 damage. Or 3 total damage, because of the Mothership. Can't forget about the Mothership, she is also doing shit. Now, I will draw 5. can I please just get some attack? 1, 2, 3, 4. That sucks. Okay, well, because I'm not getting enough. Okay, well, here's what I shall. Oh, actually, I might be able to do something, and if I get lucky, we'll attack the Marauder. Yeah, we'll attack the Marauder, which will destroy it. Oh, 2 more were supposed to come out. A Mercenary and a Silence. Okay. Still attacking the Marauder. Drawing 3 from the bag. 1, 2, 3. Still, unfortunately, not enough, because I don't know if I can assign damage to those. I mean, you'd think I could. And I think I have 3. I can buy a 3 energy, which I'm probably going to need to start destroying stuff. It really doesn't, unless you just stack it on there, which would kind of make sense as well. You obviously can't evade the Mothership, but you can probably weaken certain sections, right? Right? That's how I would do it. But it doesn't say one way or another. I need to start damaging it. That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, we're gonna put a 2 there. I'm gonna spend 3. Or no. Well, yeah. Okay, that's what we're gonna spend 3. I'm gonna get a 3 laser, and then we will spend 1 to evade the Silence. Okay, so then I will be taking 2 damage, and yeah, because that's the attacks, so that's gonna go up there. This will move over. That's how I am gonna do that. I don't know if that's a real thing, but we shall see. All right, so now a new set of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, and a new guy comes out. Okay, well, that's not bad. It's definitely not bad, because I'm gonna have to. I have to do this. I have to put 4 on this to at least destroy 1 section, and then I can destroy a Stalker, which will give me another maneuver, and then evade the Silence again and just slowly start trying to evade that to prevent a bunch of damage. Yeah, we can do that. Or I can destroy a Mercenary, get an energy, then put 1 damage on the Stalker and 1... Okay, yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. 1 damage, or destroy the Mercenary with that 2, which will get me 1 energy, which will go back into the supply. 1 damage on the Stalker and 1 evade on the Silence. Okay, yes. So now 1 damage. That's going to go there. That evade's going to go there. And that will move there. We'll draw 5 more. Hopefully, do I have 5? Oh, I don't. Gross. I only had, alright, I only have 3 to draw. So everything is going back in. That refreshes. These come in. Let's see. Put them in. So they're inside the enemy's Mothership. Oh, okay, Mothership sections. All right, so you can temporarily damage them, but they will repair with each warp. All right, that's a little bit more fair. All right, so these will get shuffled. All right, I like that. That's moving in because it's the end of the turn. All right, well, I need to start just attacking the Mothership. And I haven't used my black hole as much as I'd like to avoid a bunch of damage. Well, this is a difficulty 4, but let's see what two upgrades I get. Energy reserves. For the rest of the game, energy tokens cost 1 less to buy, or energy bolt. This card counts as 5 lasers against 1 target but cannot stun. This effect lasts until the end of... Well, we're going to get some energy bolts now. And energy reserves are going on the bottom. Alright. Come on, baby. Give me a good draw. Give me a good draw. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is a shit draw. That is a hot garbage draw. That is ass. That makes me pee. 1, 2, a fury, a shade, a silence, and a mercenary. Yeah, that is hot ass. Okay, well, let's go ahead and spend 1 to increase my shield. Increase my shields by 2. You know what? I think I was gonna use my energy bolt on. Excuse my energy bolt on the mothership, because I'm just drawing like hot garbage. Oh, I think I'm actually here. Because that's just not happening, but I might have to use it on... Yeah, spend the 2 to pop that and use it on the shade, which will get me a 2. Yeah, we'll see if that works. And then I got a 2 here, which I can use on another 2, so we'll see if that works. And evade the... This is disgusting. Okay. I can do evade one enemy but do not gain the evade reward. That's fine. I mean, it's still going to be... So we'll do the dazzling flare. Okay, to evade the silence. And... Yeah, I mean, 1, 2. Let's get rid of an energy and then a level 1. Ooh, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. Oh, shit. Alright. And it's not looking good. I'm just going to move that over. Come on, come on. All my high level stuff. Come on, just give it to me. I hate my life. Oh, wow! Alright, well, I might hold on to that. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So, new guys coming out. I mean, not bad. Not bad. I got a 3 that I'm gonna hold on to. I have 2 energies to buy another 2. Because that's all I can afford. And I might just... Yeah. Am I using my small black hole now? Because then hopefully next turn I can just start attacking. Because I could evade just one of them, but that's, I don't think the goods. Yep, small black hole. Prevent all damage this turn. Yep, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's what I'm dodging. Ew. Alright, now this is the one. This is the one. Granted, I don't really want this guy to win. Okay, come on. Well, it's not the worst, but it's not great either. I'm going to spend 1 to raise my shields, my 3 and my 1 to destroy the end over there. Hold on to my 2. Evade, obviously, this guy. And then I have a 1 I'll hold on to that, actually. Okay, so boom, boom. And I gotta mill some stuff. Let's get rid of the level 1 and the level 1 energy. And then that will be that. So that's gonna move up. This will move over. What did I hold? Okay. Now, I mean, I still have some tokens. I'm drawing 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many do I have left? 1, 2, 3, 3. Okay. Well, now. Oh, okay. Let's do this. Spend the 1 to bring that back up. 2, 4, 6 to destroy that section of the mothership. Eat it. Eat it. And then we will do 3 to destroy this fury, which lets me draw 3, which is all I have left in the bag. Okay. Ooh. Ooh! Okay. Now it's starting to look better. Yes. Oh, yeah. Okay. Boom. Oh, okay. This will work. So I will do 3 on the stalker, which will destroy the stalker and give me 1 maneuver. And then we will evade the marauder, and then we will destroy the mercenary, which will give me 1 energy. That's the last of the 1s. But that's going to be that. So no damage is coming. That's going to move over. All of these are going to be coming over. This will be the last section. All right. So I'm just going to move the warp on up. This will be the last. Those got recharged. All tokens came back. If I just get a really good fucking draw, might be able to destroy the middle. Because actually just having 1 energy on these titans with the massive hole is going to be pretty good. And now I have my energy bolt back. I might be able to do it. Because I'm going to get 1 more upgrade as well. Alright, so we got that. And then my 2 upgrades. Perfect plan. Tokens you buy this turn go directly into your pool. And adaptive nanofiber. In step 3 of each turn, prevent 1 damage. That costs 3 energy. I'm going to do that. Because the other one costs a maneuver, and I already have a hard time doing my other maneuvers. So adaptive nanofiber. Step 3, prevent 1 damage. Alright. Now, gotta shuffle these somehow. Don't know if those moved. Alright. Good draw, baby. Good draw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's not a good draw. That's actually a super duper ass draw. It's a wicked hard shit draw. Stalker, Shade, Mercenary, and Marauder. Alright, worst draw ever. None of those help. Well, actually they kind of help. Boom, boom, boom. Adaptive nanofiber. Step 3 of each turn, prevent 1 damage. Alright. So those are spent. We're going to do 2 energy on the Marauder, which will let me draw 3 immediately. 3. Okay, still not bad. Still not bad. I mean, no, it's actually still not good. I can... Alright, so that energy bolt was spent. Ugh, the middle section is going to be hard now that I don't have that. I think I will prevent all damage this turn. Boop. And you make my dreams come true. Ooh. So my adaptive nanofiber is there. I'm just going to put that up there. And I think with this, while this enemy is in play, all tokens cost 1 extra energy to buy. And I have a 2 here. And all that would let me buy is a level 1. I haven't gotten any of my special abilities, which you think I would. But I'm kind of holding out. I'm actually going to hold on to these 2. Alright, so no damage is coming my way. That's moving over. Draw 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, not bad. And then a silence. Alright. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. What do I got? Okay. Alright. How can I do this? I have 2 shields left. I can spend one of these maneuvers to get rid of one of these guys. And I might actually get rid of that silence. I think I have a 3 in here somewhere. I believe what I'm going to do is do Dazzling Flare to immediately evade this guy, because he's going to do the most damage. Then I will spend 2, 4, 6 to damage this final, to damage that one. And then I will evade that. So I'm only taking 1 damage, and step 3 of each turn I prevent 1 damage. So that's coming down. I'll get rid of 1 energy. And then that's going to move up there. Then, now that all that's left is that middle section. And I gotta just hope that I draw super well. Come on, baby. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Fuck. 5. Okay, 3, 4, 5, 6. Damn. Okay, here's what I'm gonna have to do. I can evade this. Yeah, alright. So we will actually... Who do I want to evade? I have to... I can hold 4. I'm going to have to just hold these. Spend that to increase my shield. And... Oh, 1 more was supposed to come out. Alright, a Fury. I think I will evade... I can't do any of that. I could just spread it out and evade there and evade it will evade here. 2, yeah. 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 in my hold and a 2 energy. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Alright, so they're gonna attack. Yeah, I ignore 1 damage, so it's going to be 4 damage coming my way. So that will be 2 off of the shields. We'll just get rid of 2 energy. And then 2 actual damage. Alright. And... Okay, so... oh. Actually, I should have counted. 3. Gross. Okay, actually, here's what I could have done. So I actually could have used that. Here's what I can do. I'm gonna have to go back a little because I didn't realize I only had 3 tokens left in my bag, which is something that you would have counted. All right. So if I did this, I could have. Yeah, okay, I could have easily evaded this, which would get that shade out. Okay, yeah, so this will work. That'll give me a level 2 energy, which will go in, that brings it up to 4. And then I could spend this 2 on a level 2. So this is if you were smart, like I'm not. No, you can do that. So actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's gonna be close, but I think I'll actually still be able to pull it off because I prevent 1 damage, so 1, 2, so 5 damage. So 2 coming down. I'll get rid of the 2 there, and then 3, 4, 5 puts me down to 2 hull, no shields. Now I draw 5, which I have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1 more comes out, and then now I have 5, 6, 7, 8, which will go straight to that middle, which will blow it up, and I will become victorious. And while I'm at it, I'll just destroy this Fury, and I'll destroy the that's it. All that I can. Well, I mean, I could just destroy the Mercenary and then the Scout while I'm at it. So, and I win by retroactively taking back a turn. But that actually kind of gives you guys an idea of how you want to bag manage if you're smart. So that was Warp's Edge, everyone. I hope you enjoyed. Click the I to go to the discussion. Other than that, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and have a wonderful whatever time of day it is for you. Hey everyone, thank you for watching, and I really hope that you enjoyed the video. If you would like to see more of my content, go ahead and click that subscribe button and the bell to be notified whenever I upload any new content. If you feel like supporting the channel, you can go ahead and click that Patreon link to be taken to my Patreon, and any help is truly appreciated. Other than that, stick around for any other run-throughs or reviews or cool top 10s or whatever I feel like putting on. Other than that, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and have a wonderful whatever time of day it is for you.